Relive all of TNA's greatest moments on the Fight Network app. Available on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV. This is the TNA Match of the Month, presented by Fight Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the world. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official Mr. Slick Johnson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, it's time for your Turning Point main event of the evening. A rematch, 4 years in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the combatants. First of all, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 224 pounds and comes to us from the City of Angels. He is challenger number 1. This is Daniels. And now, introducing challenger number 2. Standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 280 pounds and comes to us from the Isle of Samoa. He is challenger number 2, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing to my right, he weighed in this morning at 215 pounds and comes to us from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the current reigning and defending TNA Heavyweight Champion of the world, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
TNA World Heavyweight Championship match, our Turning Point main event, the three-way bout, and AJ Styles has his work cut out for him.
Well, that's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about, the TNA World Heavyweight title. If you don't want that title and you're in this company, you need to leave. That's what it's about, being the top dog.
There you see the championship belt being shown to the two challengers. And finally, the defending champion. First pin, first submission to decide it, and here we go. There's the opening bell. We can just feel the tension as we see Daniels take.
Wow, a little sucker punch there.
The cheap shot at AJ, and then I was gonna question whether there might be alliances or allegiances here, and I think we got that answered right off the bat. Daniels with the shot for Joe. Joe missing the clothesline. AJ there to follow up.
I don't blame Daniels for doing what he did, trying to get ahead of the playing field here. But our champion dropping Daniels and now going to town on Joe.
AJ, after the shoulder blocks in the corner, sends Joe for a ride. Back first into the turnbuckles, goes airborne, and wrapped the arm right around the head and neck of Samoa Joe, and then just decked Daniels with the big right.
Yeah, well, there used to be a tight bond and friendship there. I guess that's gone. Oh, the spirit of competition. That'll bring the best and worst out of anyone.
AJ gets nailed in the corner as Joe leaves his feet to connect with the enziguri. Goes over for a kick to Daniels to keep him down, and then follows up with a series of rights.
A quick snap mare, and then chop right to the spine, low round kick to the chest. Watch Daniels! Jumping leg lariat, dropping Joe.
Just when Joe got that momentum rolling against AJ, got cut off by Daniels.
Watch your back,
Daniels
Chris.
measures Samoa Joe, but instead gets rolled up by AJ.
Well, I think it's, in my opinion, it's in AJ Styles' best interest to try and get a win as quick as possible here. He's got the target on his back because he being AJ Styles is the champ.
Drop down off the leapfrog, and Daniels that time one step ahead of the champ, pointing to his head how he outsmarted AJ by hooking the rope and then gets caught with the drop kick.
Great extension in the middle of the body of AJ Styles and that drop kick, and there it is again.
Back-to-back drop kicks, first for Daniels, then for Samoa Joe. Turns it in AJ's favor, and the champ goes back to the basics with the side headlock.
Side headlock, nice. Tight side headlock, and I don't know, maybe Daniels can do some sort of a back suplex here or try to counter maybe into a top wrist lock.
Makes his way back up to his feet.
Wow, look at that.
AJ able to kick off of Joe, sending him back down to the arena floor, and at the same time almost end up with the pin on Daniels, who
I don't know who
quickly reversed it.
I don't know who used who in that situation there.
Well, Joe just momentarily hooked the leg of AJ, and that was the difference maker.
Yeah, Joe knocked AJ off stride. And then was right across the top, almost like a hot shot by Joe on Daniels. Now Daniels getting worn out here by Samoa Joe.
See Daniels trying to cover up in the corner. Those punches, kicks, the strikes of the Samoan submission machine.
Rapid fire beatdown by Samoa Joe.
Caught him with rights, caught him with lefts, and then you see the headbutt, and he just punted AJ right in the ribs.
Yeah, that's not a basic stomp. Punt is the word you use, Mike, and you are on point. Oh, that running high knee.
Big knee.
That'll jack your jaw real quick.
That could be a knockout blow, and you can see Daniels trying to clear the cobwebs, and
those round kicks loosen up the quad.
Joe just dissecting the legs and then rolls through beautifully.
Into that leg bar. Tremendous by Joe. He's just warming up, man. Joe's warming up, and watch AJ.
The total concentration on Daniels comes back to haunt Joe because of the three-way matches. AJ connects and goes for a quick pin, but barely gets one, if that.
I wouldn't want to be the left leg of Daniels. That thing between Joe kicking it with round kicks and now AJ. My man's going to have a Charlie horse around that hamstring region.
One of those things is Daniels is now out on the floor, maybe try and get the blood flowing back into the legs, but at the same time, you can't be outside this match for too long because it might get decided by the other two.
Yeah, too much size there by Joe. AJ not able to suplex it. Well, I guess he was. He waited for the momentum shift. And then AJ capitalized on the momentum where Joe tried to do the suplex.
Yeah, used it to his advantage. Very smart move by Styles, the champ, and as Daniels tries to get back into play, he gets met by a forearm as AJ's attention is turned back to Joe.
I'm impressed early going here with AJ Styles as the champion. He's shown a lot of poise. He's picking his spots, taking his time. Look at this. Inverted Indian deathlock into a back bridge.
And then the chin lock added to the bridge as well.
You gotta watch your abdomen here or something of that. Hey, that's what I'm saying. You're exposed when you're in that situation, Mike, when it's a three-way match.
Certainly one of the pitfalls of the three-way is that total focus or concentration that can come back to haunt you.
Oh, nice drop toe hold real quick by Daniels.
Then floats over and takes the knee.
So much for being buddies, huh?
Put it right on the back of the head and then the knee drop.
A little disrespectful to the champ.
Daniels got his offense figured out, working on the upper body, the head of the champion.
Well, we're seeing I guess a ruthless style of Daniels coming out. TNA World Heavyweight title is on the line. Can't blame Daniels for amping up his game.
Daniels cranks on the neck, but sees Joe coming at him. Able to improv and catch Joe with the drop kick and then slam AJ on top of Joe.
Daniels in control of both champion and the other challenger. Maybe he's going for a Boston Crab here. Look at this.
How about a dual submission? Cranking with the chin lock.
Are you kidding me?
Camel clutch style on Samoa Joe while he's got the Boston Crab. The double leg submission on AJ gives up the grab. Do you think Joe bit his fingers?
I think Joe did. I was too busy watching that very innovative maneuver by Daniels, but I think Joe was able to bite. I think that's what he did.
Certainly the way that Daniels is favoring his hand and figure, you would think so. Caught AJ off guard with the forearm shot. Goes to do the same thing for Joe, but Joe was prepared and ready for him.
Yeah, nasty, nasty Uranagi out of that corner by the Samoan submission machine. With Joe now paintbrushing the face of the champion.
Just skidding the boot repeatedly across the face of AJ, and here comes Joe!
Oh, man, showing no regard, Joe is, of Daniels or AJ Styles. Those are just graphic, violent boots to the face.
Full speed strikes by Joe to both Styles and Daniels, and gonna do the same thing here to Daniels that he did to AJ earlier. Chop to the back, kick to the chest, and then caught AJ coming in. Here comes Joe.
Oh, look at that. Drop kick, and I think he ended up doing a senton right on Daniels. That's pretty cool.
Just gotta love the innovativeness and the ingenuity of the competitors in this three-way TNA World Heavyweight Championship match. How about Joe able to adapt? Daniels was in his way. He came charging, but then AJ saw him coming, and AJ caught him with the kick.
Like an excellent champion does, one step ahead of the challenger. I think AJ was baiting Joe to do something, and Joe met that high kick by AJ Styles. Wow.
Big time shots in the corner by the champ. Daniels puts on the brakes, and he caught AJ off guard that time with the forearm that was perfectly placed. AJ able to catch Daniels, who went to run the ropes. Suplex over. Daniels crashes on the back of his head.
Look at Styles, look at AJ. Oh.
Slingshot out, Joe moves out of the way. And
oh man, he kicked out the legs. Joe kicked out the legs.
Suicide dive by Daniels as Joe was concentrating on AJ. That gave Daniels the opening. Went flying straight through and took down Joe.
Daniels, out of all three of these men, I gotta give you, in my view, I think looks the most impressive. It's close, at least three men right now tonight.
First pin, first submission to decide it. Who's gonna become TNA World Heavyweight Champion? Daniels with the chop to the chest. Goes for the split leg moonsault. AJ catches Daniels, and Joe takes advantage, caught him with the chop first. And
got a rear naked choke. Joe's got a rear naked choke. What the hell?
Oh, AJ with the Fosbury flop over the top. Pulling out all the moves tonight. Things we haven't seen from AJ in several years.
Well, that's what I call it, phenomenal.
Crowd here at Turning Point, so respectfully watching this great competition. Really got into it. Flop, and AJ goes for the cover, and oh, that close.
Awesome match. You're not kidding, folks. This thing is kick-ass.
Exchange of strikes, open hand slap by Joe. And then AJ answers, able to snap off that head scissors.
Yeah, Joe now doesn't know where he's at.
AJ with the forearms in the corners, but able to move out of the way. Shove Daniels right into Joe, then just slam him down.
Watch AJ, watch AJ, look at this! My God.
Climbs right up the back of Daniels, connects with Joe, and when Daniels turns around, AJ, hurricane run off the springboard.
Outstanding, here goes a cover, here goes a cover.
Might do it. Could he keep the title? No.
Smart by AJ, trying to get a win off of that insane springboard.
To me, the innovativeness of this match, the ability of these three competitors to change up their offense has really been the story, because all three are so familiar with each other.
Absolutely, they're all picking their spots at the right time. Picking it, they're being patient, being very patient. Oh,
Daniels stacking him up in the corner. Caught Joe with that chop when AJ ducked out of the way. Here he comes right at Styles. And
there we go for a monkey flip here.
Oh, monkey flipped him right into Joe.
What the
takes him up and then just threw him down right on top of Daniels.
Styles is done. Joe's gonna get him.
The ferociousness of Joe. Powerbomb right into the pin. And no!
Look at that.
Pulls him over instead. Gonna go submission since he only got the 2 count.
That's another level of a Boston Crab, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that into the STF.
Cross-face applied. Leg grapevine at the same time.
Yep, step over toe hold face lock. That's an STF. And AJ's got to try and get to the bottom rope. We saw this past Thursday on Impact.
Sure did. We saw it on Impact, and you can see AJ still got a ways to go to get the rope break. And oh, that's a smart move by Styles to shift his weight and swing his hips over so that he can make contact with the ropes.
Well said, Professor. That's exactly what happened.
Kick by Joe takes Daniels at least momentarily out of play, and that's smart because now it boils down to just him and AJ. Snapped it off, slam right into the pin, and no!
Daniels back in the ring here. Can Daniels do something offensively? He's bringing it.
Series of shots, the clubbing blows to the back, and Joe's ready for him when he came flying off the ropes.
That's a big boy you're running into there.
Daniels able to adapt in mid-move.
We're going Dragon Sleeper. Gonna drag it. Look at this.
Then takes AJ up and drags him right down onto the top of Joe, and you have to appreciate that.
Oh, I do. 1, 2,
Gonna cover on Joe.
He can get it here. Again, to reiterate, if Daniels was to pin Joe there, Daniels would be the new TNA Heavyweight Champion.
That's what it boils down to. First pin, first submission to decide it.
You don't have to beat the champion to be the champion.
AJ slowly up in the corner. Full speed ahead. Daniels with the knee right into the chest. Oh, Death Valley driver out of the corner. Pin, leg hook. Got him. Oh, no!
Don't get frustrated now, Daniels. Stay in the zone, kid. Stay in the zone.
And Daniels has been in the zone this entire match. As you pointed out earlier, in your mind, he has been the most impressive of the 3 men.
And that's a stretch, you know what I mean? I don't mean no disrespect to AJ or Joe at all in that. Look at AJ here.
AJ able to counter twice the suplex attempts, and then suplex over and then drop down directly out of the suplex.
Almost like a neck breaker kind of from AJ to Daniels. Yeah, Daniels is in a bad way here. Both men are down. Joe, I believe, is on the outside of the ring.
Joe outside, able to regroup here, and at the same time, keep his eyes on the action. And Joe able to roll back in just as AJ gets back up to his feet.
You get met by a right hand and a bunch of body shots, and here comes AJ Styles. Oh, man. Look at this. Good God. Oh, man, he's done. If Joe can get a cover on AJ, I think AJ's out.
A series of open hands, and there's that palm thrust by Daniels, and then the enziguri takes down Joe.
How the hell is AJ up? How tough is this guy, man?
Phenomenal recovery for Styles.
Yeah, pun intended.
Pele to the top of the head.
I love the Pele. I don't think Daniels does.
Daniels down. Samoa Joe down. Opening is there for Styles, but he's spent. He used up so much energy, Taz.
Yeah, it's hard for him to capitalize. What a match this is. I feel like I'm saying this every segment. Match after match. Here comes Joe. Oh.
AJ, shoulder block, outside in. Follows through, diving headbutt, and then discus clothesline for Daniels.
God almighty, what a match. AJ just bringing it. How bad does AJ want to hang on to his title here tonight?
And how bad did Daniels and Samoa Joe want to take that gold away? Great competition that we're witnessing. Elevation over, and Daniels goes down to the floor. Springboard! Incoming flying forearm. Pin. Here it is. Here's 2.
He's got him all. Are we even going to crown a winner here tonight? I mean, this is just insanity. Right to the eyes with a thumb. Nothing fancy there.
Oh, Joe's shortcut is answered. AJ pin, no!
Joe able to just inch a shoulder out. Joe looks spent. Joe's got a lot more size on his body than AJ and Daniels, so fatigue might be setting in for Samoa Joe.
Joe able to dig down deep, reverse it. Shoots AJ off into the corner, but Styles catches it with an elbow.
Oh, man.
Flip over.
This guy
Drop
is
down
flawless.
inverted DDT.
One.
Here's two.
I'm telling you, AJ Styles is straight up flawless. Watch out.
Caught with an elbow, gonna go to the move again. Inverted DDT, but it cost him because Daniels was prepared. And he just caught him out of nowhere. Last right.
See, Samoa Joe not saving AJ Styles. Samoa Joe trying to save a chance for himself to win the TNA Heavyweight title.
So often we see the Angel's wings from Daniels. We saw the last rights instead. Up in the crucifix here, the elbow's able to stop Joe. That's
time.
Impressive.
Big time German suplex. This late, this point in the match.
To be able to have that much strength left to take 300 pounds up and over like that.
In a textbook fashion, too. Oh, man.
Daniels crouched up on that top rope. Joe senses a weakness, going to go for that muscle buster. He does. New champion here with the pin. One, two, AJ desperation save. It paid off.
Near fall after near fall after near fall. Straight up excitement and exuberance. I dare you to find.
It's a good way to put it. This is wrestling.
Wrestling like this anywhere, man. Look at it.
Joe rolls through. Rolling AJ.
Joe ends up on top. Joe's got the pin.
Did he get him? No. AJ powered out with his legs.
That'll make you dizzy, too, for both men. All those revolutions.
Yeah, you can sense it as AJ gets to his feet. He's wobbly. The spin kick, for being wobbly, the spin kick was perfect. It was on target.
Well, Joe was wobbly, and now Joe's down.
You can see AJ shaking his head as well. Joe down, Daniels down, Styles attention turned to Joe. Gonna go for the Styles clash here. Left himself open to get kicked in the back of the head by Daniels.
Major League jumping enziguri by Daniels. And it looks like now Daniels, I think Daniels wants to try and get Joe out of the ring.
That's a sliding drop kick style.
Again, from that dragon. That try for the last rights didn't work.
Block. Double underhook. Might go for Angel's wings here. Trying to beat him in his own game. Instead, the roll through. Daniels follows up out of that. Jackknife. He gets the pin. Countered by Styles. He's going to go for the Styles clash and beat AJ with his own move. And Joe caught him with the super kick. Oh, spectacular series of offense from these three.
All right, you were here 4 years ago. Is this meeting up to that level these guys did it 4 years ago, or what?
This is matching it, and then add in the TNA World Heavyweight Championship at stake. This baby is delivering the hype, everything that we talked about in anticipation, and it has delivered big time. Stack them up in the corner. AJ fights out with a punch that dazed Joe, and then they go high-low to take him down.
Look at that.
Haven't seen them work together very often in this match, but that time they used the high-low.
Low sweep in the clothesline.
It's a move I remember that when they were tag team partners that they used years and years ago.
Well, hold on here.
Mutual respect. Daniels went for the shot instead.
Well, you sucker punch AJ earlier, Daniels. It didn't happen there.
Styles taken out to the apron, and how about Daniels, the way that he just slid through to follow up so that he wouldn't be at a disadvantage inside.
Daniels is so quick and crafty, man, I'm telling you. What the hell is this? Oh my God, this is dangerous.
And they leave themselves open as well here.
No.
Daniels fighting off AJ's attempt.
Watch Joe here. What's he up to?
Oh my God, shot with the chop.
Chop. Another muscle buster? No. Oof.
Daniels able to avoid the muscle buster. STO judo takedown. Does he have anything left in the tank? Motions the corner like he could be going for the BME. That's what it is. Best moonsault ever. He nailed it.
Springboard, AJ.
Springboard 450 by
match on a star system, 5 stars being the best. This was 15 freaking, maybe 20 stars. Holy God. I've called a lot of matches in my day, my friend. That was simply amazing. Holy smokes.
Phenomenal performance by the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and quite honestly, both of the competitors, both of his challengers rather, as well, as we take another look.
Yeah, I mean, look, the stage was set here. The stage was set. 2 big-time nasty competitors coming for AJ Styles Championship. This match, Mike, in my opinion, could have went either way, either 3-way. Really could have. Somehow AJ won it.
On a spectacular night of wrestling delivered by TNA. Samoa Joe used the power game against Daniels. Drop kick AJ out to the floor. Boy, this highlight package just gets better by the minute, doesn't it?
Oh, this has been a show in itself. I mean, it was move after move, near fall after near fall. It was just, look at this. Oh,
Fosbury flop. AJ brought that one out of the playbook. Haven't seen it in several years.
That still wasn't enough for AJ to get the win. I thought this thing was leaning towards Daniels winning this. Look at this. How about this? Into the powerbomb. Into the, oh man, just sickness, craziness. Just a, go on forever.
Dragon sleeper. At the same time, he used AJ against Joe. Pele rocked Daniels.
Just an awe-inspiring match. Awe-inspiring matchup by all 3 of these awesome, great competitors here in TNA.
AJ went for that inverted DDT the second time and paid the price. Here was the muscle pusher by Joe on Daniels.
I think he hit 2 of them on the right. I can't even remember.
AJ was there to make the save and keep the title at that point. BME, followed by AJ springboard 450, and he climbed on top and got the pin.
Just a monumental moment for our champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
There it is, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt. Daniels obviously disappointed, but also upset. But think about it. Daniels was not defeated in this match. And on a spectacular night of wrestling, AJ Styles, he beat the odds, he beat the numbers, and he's the TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Relive all of TNA's greatest moments on the Fight Network app, available on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV.